go ahead and get these guys in their new home. Get somebody, get some pellets. Made 2 berms on each side so the turtles can climb up. I thought about using giant root structure there. Look at this big boy. What's going on today, everybody? Back in the mini zoo, and on today's video, we gotta tear this whole bad boy down and create a nice little soaking area for our little baby turtles. They're doing just fine, hanging out in their nice 40-gallon breeder. That guy right there. Currently filling this up the rest of the way because we still have no leaks. So it's time to fill this bad boy all the way up as well, so we can finally get some sand in the bottom. I do need a new inlet port because my idea with the sponge, yeah, the sponge won't stay there. So I kind of had to fix that and come up with a new idea on how I want to make sure nothing gets sucked into the FX6 that shouldn't get sucked into the FX6. But that's a problem for future me. As of right now, we got to get this thing cleaned up and cleaned out. I don't mind the amount of water in here because if you think about it, there's only about, so there's probably about 3 inches of substrate and then probably 3 to 4 inches of water. So they'll have a nice deep part to swim in. And then I think what I'm going to do is make it more land. I'm going to do more land-based, but the land is going to be sand so they can dig around and play in the sand. They're more of a sandy turtle, if you will. They like to dig. That's how they lay their eggs in sand. So this entire top part has to come out of here, so then I can somehow figure out how I want to mound up for where the turtles can get up on land if they would like. Not quite sure how I want to do that yet, but I think the fish that are already in here and kind of the plants and some of the rocks that are already in here are going to be good to go. There's not much we really need to do there. We can just leave them bad boys in there. But like I said, the entire top part, all my plants, all the rocks, all the dirt that's in there has got to come out of there. And I don't know. I'm going to get a couple pots and just pot them up and put them in here. And I don't know. We'll figure out what else we want to do with them. But as of right now, let's start tearing this bad boy down. All right, so taking a look in here, that dirt is wet, but this pink lady is absolutely loving the wet soil. But we got all these guys pulled out. This big old girl is gonna go in there, and then the rest of them, the rest of those bad boys, I'm just gonna try and fit in both of those pots. We'll go ahead and keep them alive until we figure out exactly what we wanna do with them and or put them in different tanks. Haven't decided yet. Man, that is a giant root structure there. Look at this big boy. This thing is huge. It's literally 2 different guys if I could get them pulled apart. Yes, it's 2 different plants. Look at that. 2 perfectly giant, I mean giant. What do they call it? Oh, I broke a leaf off. My bad. Dang it. All right. We're gonna put 1 in one pot, 1 in the other pot. That just seems right? Look at the root system on this. You know what? They like moist soil if I was a betting man. Because that soil, I mean, these roots are sopping wet. And that dirt was extremely moist. So noted, if you guys want to grow a pink lady, very moist soil works very, very well. All right, that's 1. This is why you always got to pay attention to what you're doing, because now I've overflowed this bad boy. I'm kind of hoping I pulled the pump out and unplugged it, so maybe it's gravity feeding back into here, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, we got a little bit of an issue here. We got a little bit of a mess, if you will. Huh. I don't think it's supposed to be that full. Okay. I get too focused on what I'm doing. I literally potted that guy up. That guy, obviously, you saw. I potted that guy up. I'm working on filling that guy up with soil, and then I start here splashing. I was like, what is going on over here? Yep, I overflowed it. Shocker, right? So, kind of hoping it's gravity feeding back out of here because I unplugged it, but yeah, now we got to top this bad boy off. You guys need to keep an eye on me or else I forget stuff. Come on. All right, back to getting this dirt. All right, now that I got most of the dirt out, it's pretty much all gone. Now I need to pull these rocks out. Once I get this line of rocks out, I can go ahead and roll up all my all my weed fabric. All right, so when I say it's gonna be messy, yeah. It's a little messy. But, yes, the water's gonna be a little dirty, but it'll clear up, it'll be fine. Fish in here will do just fine. So what I'm gonna do is some of these bricks, I'm gonna make a little berm right here to keep it nice and level, and then they'll be able to float right up onto it. The bricks are just going to be like a filler, and then I'll put sand over top the bricks, just so I don't have to use as much sand to get the look that I think I want, you know? At least I think, I don't know yet. I might do 2 separate islands on both sides, and then, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, these are so heavy. Oy! Change of plans. So I have my bricks kind of in a square formation, right? I kind of got it squared off. What I'm going to do is I have this pebbles. I have these little rock pebble things. We're going to fill up all our cracks and crevices with that, and then go over top of sand with that. Do it on both sides, and I should have 2 islands. After I'm all said and done, I should have 2 of these bad boys. And yes, this rock is clean. All right, that's one side. Time for the other side. All right, so I kind of did that a little quick because it's pretty much just me tearing everything out and trying to get stuff where it needs to be. So here's what I did. There was a whole bunch of bricks here in the middle, AKA all over the ground, right? I just took them out so the turtles have plenty of swim room, right? Made 2 berms on each side so the turtles can climb up. I thought about using sand, but I had all this nice looking pebble just laying around. So I used bricks and I helped build up the sides with the spare bricks that I had. This, I'll do a water change on this guy. I'll bring it down nice and low because all this dirt that is all over. Yeah, some of it fell in there. Yeah, I know. It happens. So I'm going to net as much of this crap out of here as I can. And then what I'll do is I'll do a nice water change, get a nice looking spick and span. And then hopefully we'll be ready to add some turtles. That's a little too much water for me as well. Well, not for me, but for the turtles. I want them to be able to like pretty much be able to kind of pick their head up and get water because they're so little yet. I don't want too much water in there. So let me go ahead and get that. Filter's gonna keep doing what filters do, and yeah, we'll see kind of how it's looking when it clears up. Okay, so I'm done dirtying everything up. The water level is about where I want it. They've got about, I don't know, maybe 3 inches over here, and then maybe 3.5 to 4 over here. They should be able to swim to each side. They have a lot more grip now. I don't know if that flowage is too much. We're gonna have to just watch and see. I mean, it's ripping pretty decent, but I don't know if that's too much, because I do want a filter still going good in there, but they're able to hide up on the edges. I can put a couple rocks in there to kind of slow down. I mean, just thinking about it. If we just put a rock kind of just blocking some of that flowage, just kind of slows it down. Still getting good filtration. It just slows it down just enough. Hopefully to where our new turtles aren't getting pushed around. Yeah, that should slow it down good. We'll see. We can always make finer adjustments once we see how the turtle's doing here. So let's go ahead and get them out of their 40 and into their new home. It's just gonna get better and better with time. I still might put some plants in the sides yet. I just don't know yet. But let's get you guys out of this tank. We gotta get these lights moved over to our corners there. And yeah, let's get you guys out. So I've done my research. This guy is a hybrid paradox. Red ear slider, red ear slider. Hybrid paradox, easy buddy. There you go. And then this guy is a Mitch Clown, standard Mitch Clown. Look at the colors on him. That's a looker there. Let's go ahead and get these guys in their new home. And that green stuff on top, it's just a little bit of algae. He's not gonna hurt him, just a little bit of algae. All right, fellas. All right, fellas. There you go. You guys can run right into the water. Preferably not on top of the filter, but yeah, you get the idea. There you go, buddy. Let me help you out here. Probably not right there, buddy. You're just getting blasted, dude. Honestly, he seemed to do just fine there. Oh, there's a little gold guppy. Let's go ahead. There you go, buddy. Let's get you out in the open. There you are. Why do you go right back to there? Let's put him up on land. Let's go get his other buddies. Just right back into the water. Explore, buddy. Yeah, now you can dig down in there, big dog. Yeah. All right. Let's go get the other two. These guys like to hide on me. Yep. All right. Yep, see, there's that little guy right there. So this little one is a little Picasso. And this guy, so we got a Picasso there, Picasso here, and then this guy is an albino bozo. So I believe they end up turning just straight orange. I mean, look at them. So cool. Cutest things ever. They're tiny. Cutest things ever. All right. There's that guy right there. There you go, boys. That guy's right there. He's trying to get on the filter. Get out of the filter, dude. You could literally go anywhere. This guy's going in. Bloop. This guy's just hanging out. Nice. Once this clears up, what are you doing, man? Get out of there. Stay away from the filter. Jeez Louise. They get right into the filter. You guys are going to get stuck. Run, buddy, run. You know, you guys have this whole front, right? Hey, you guys have the whole front. Use it, man. He's trying to hide himself. Yeah. There you go. Do some cruising. You guys got way more room now. Just digging away. Yes. So once this clears up, we're going to let it clear up. We'll check on them later tonight. And hey, should we put plants in the corners here? Like something that doesn't need dirt but just needs a substrate and soaks most of its nutrients from the water. I know a snake plant would actually do, not a snake plant, a spider plant or I've talked about a peace lily, like stuff like that. We could plant in the sides and they'll actually shoot their roots down into the water to suck up the nutrients and all the stuff, all the goodies that them plants like. Maybe we'll put them on the sides just for some more splash. But let's move their UVB lights over here, and then we'll check on them tonight and see how these bad boys are doing. Alrighty, it's later tonight. Yes, it's still a mess. I haven't picked it up yet, but I'll clean it up later. But let's look at the tank, baby. It's looking minty. Before we get into that, yeah, I'm currently filling this up. I should have plenty of time to make sure this doesn't overflow on me like that overflowed on me, but that looks really good, right? I just gotta clean all that stuff up, and then we're gonna get all that, we're gonna get some substrate added and get that ready for some stingrays. But I mean, yeah, everybody's doing good in here. Snails, of course. Tiger shovelnose hanging out over there. I don't know what's going on. Sturgeon, shark. Yeah, my regular shark. Yes, sir. Where's my albiner? Oh, there he is. There he is. Got him. Anywho, back to this guy. I need to clean the inside of the glass. Yeah, I know, it's a little splash. But look at everybody. There's my itty bitty little Picasso. Anybody else? See, everything looks good. It's settled in nicely. I do like a little bit of tannin. I love me a little bit of tannins in the back. That guy's just swimming like crazy. A random male 24K gold guppy with some mosquito fish. Look at this little guy. Aren't they the cutest things ever? That's a little Mitch Clown. Got that's our hybrid paradox guy in the back. Now our albino likes to hide. I tell you what, this man's is the best hider ever. You know what? Maybe when we feed, he'll come out. So we're gonna feed him. We're gonna feed our catfish in here. We're gonna feed the big pond, and then we're gonna feed the big boys, the big boys in there. So for the turtles, I do some bloodworms. And now since there's fish in here, I'll probably have to do a couple extra bloodworms. But at least they will clean up the mess. So I do 3 cubes of bloodworms, right? And then I have their pellets that I believe I've already showed you guys in the last video, but these nice little baby turtle pellets. Yeah. Sprinkle a little bit in there. Nothing too crazy, but again, now that I have a little bit of fish in here, they'll actually clean up any of the excess. Yes, I'm determined to find this albino. Because I piled it enough to where he couldn't dig anywhere. Unless he's somehow underneath. Oh my gosh, he was. My boy. He's hiding from me. He was in the Java moss. My boy. What are you doing, man? You scared me. Eat up, buddy. Get in there. Get in there and eat up. Plenty of food, buddy. Plenty of food. Plenty. Now, there's what the? How do I just keep finding? How do these guys get in here? Why is there a toad in here? Why is there a toad in here? Why do I keep finding these guys? They're just in the garage. Really? You guys got to go outside. There's nothing in here for you. Hybrid paradox. He's a big boy. Get somebody, get some pellets. Yes, sir. Where'd our albino's just hanging out right there. He thinks he's hiding. All right, Wells Catfish. How you doing, boy? Big guy. We need some names. We need a name for him. We need a name for our Phantom Redtail, who's going to be out in the next 10 seconds once I get these Vibra-Bites. Everybody's an absolute fiend for the Vibra-Bites. So I feed them off to the right, because then the filter pushes it to the left. Once they get a whiff of it, they come flying out. Oh, looks like my boy's going crazy in the back there. Yep. You've seen him just fly up to the top. Yep. Once he gets a whiff, they go crazy. Look at him. They go absolutely nuts. I mean, just look at that. Absolute crazy for these. Look at his belly's a little bit skinny. He's ready to eat. He's going to load up. So cool. These snails, look at, these snails are so big. They're like the size of apple snails at this point. Look how big he is. Look at him. Eggs, still doing good. Still doing good. We might top this off just a touch to make sure those eggs stay nice and moist for hatching. But I mean, look how big that snail is. That is ridiculous. There's other ones that are just monstrous in here. Look at him. Look at him. He's growing faster than the Wells Catfish. Gosh, he's putting on good size. These Vibra-Bites, I'm telling you, they stack on the weight. Now, let's feed the big uns. Let's feed the big boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, the glass needs cleaned. Yes, I know. It's a lot to keep up with, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. There, eat up, fellas. I know I gotta clean the glass. I get it. Hey, man. It's coming along. It's not that easy, all right? All right? It's not that easy. But turtles are doing great. Love it. Amazing. I mean, this is going to get better with time, especially once the turtles get bigger. And then I need you guys, should I put plants on both sides of these guys? Peace lilies, you know, that do really well with wet soil and not like soil. Technically, there's not going to be any soil because it's just all rock, you know? So, I mean, anything that does well with just rock and is able to just suck nutrients from the water, put it down in the comments. So yeah, next video, we're going to be figuring out what exactly we're doing with this 220, as well as we might be pulling some of the fish out of the pond to put into here to start getting this bad boy cycled. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll catch you all in the next